folks, BC here. You're watching Deuce and Guns, and what you just heard was Ride of the Valkyrie. And the reason why I played that for the intro is because I was asked to do a testing and evaluation of a new light by OLIGHT called the PL-1 II Valkyrie. Now this is a tactical flashlight with an integrated Picatinny rail, and they call it the Valkyrie for a very good reason. Now if you know your Norse god history, or mythology at least, you'll know that if you look that up, Valkyrie, the Valkyrie is actually a female character in Norse legend that went to the battlefield and chose the fallen. Valkyrie actually stands for chooser of the slain. So in Norse mythology, the Valkyrie would go through the battlefield and choose who lived and who died. So, if this flashlight lives up to its expectations, it will choose you to live and someone else to die. Now, when I'm considering a tactical flashlight, I have a list of expectations. Number one, is it bright enough? Well, 450 lumens, that's bright enough for pretty much every situation you're going to need a tactical flashlight. Is it simple? Is it easy to operate? You don't want to be fiddling with a bunch of buttons when you're under pressure, under a stressful situation. You want one button to turn it off and the same button to turn it off. One button operation. Very important. Number three, is it quickly detachable? This is quick detach. You want to be able to quickly detach your tactical flashlight because sometimes you want to point a flashlight at something that you don't want to point your gun at. So if you're checking your kid's room, you don't want to point your gun at your kid. You might want to point a flashlight at them though, just to make sure they're okay. And is it rugged enough? Is it going to withstand the recoil of an AK-47 or a 223 or a 308? Is it going to handle all that? Is it also going to withstand all the bumps and bruises that happens to any piece of equipment during a tactical situation? And is it going to do that over and over again for the lifetime of the flashlight? Well, let's find out. I'm now coming from the cold, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what you get with the OLIGHT PL-1 II Valkyrie flashlight. Let's go ahead and just open up the box here, and what you'll get is a single plastic tray. Comes with the light itself, of course, a brand new OLIGHT CR123 battery, a standard one, not rechargeable, just a standard one. And now, what else comes in the box? Well, let me show you here. First of all, there's a little layer, a little tray underneath everything. A little list of instructions. Throw those out. Don't throw them out, but you know what I'm talking about. And it comes with some little odds and ends here and a little wrench. Now what that is a spare rail mount, because this is actually a rail mounted. It's a quick detach rail mount, and as you can see, let me get my pointer out. You can see right there, there is the actual bar that coincides with a rail right there. Now, interesting enough, there are different sizes of those. For instance, Glock's rail indentation there is actually smaller than a normal standard Picatinny rail. Now, the only reason you'd want to actually change out the rail there from the Glock rail to the standard Picatinny sized rail is if you were a little bit OCD and really concerned about that little bit of movement that comes with having the Glock rail in there. So here's a standard Picatinny rail, and that's it. That's the only bit of movement you're going to get there. It's not even a full millimeter's worth of movement there. But again, if you're concerned, if you're OCD about your gear, that might be something that concerns you, and they've thought of that. Now, does the Valkyrie satisfy my requirements for a tactical flashlight? Well, let's find out. Is it easy to attach and detach? Well, let's see here. There we go. That's on my Glock here. And I can actuate it. And I can take it off. And I can actuate it again if I need to. Went strobe there. But yeah, I can actuate it like a normal flashlight if I need to. And then mount it right back on my firearm. Is the flashlight bright enough? Well, it's rated for 450 lumens. There's no actual changing of the lumens, the actual power factor. It's just on or off, which goes to my other requirement of simplicity. But to compare it with the high mode, the 435 lumen setting for the through night, the actual Valkyrie is right there along with it. It's not going to look that bright because I have huge studio lights staring at me right here, but the Valkyrie is plenty bright for a weapons flashlight. Is the Valkyrie easy to use? Yes, it's very easy to use. There's pretty much only one button on here, and you can push it in 4 different ways, and it does the exact same thing. You can press from over here, straight back, or from the side, and the same thing over here, from the side and straight back. So it really doesn't matter how you mount this on your firearm, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, it just does not matter. You can usually reach something on there that's going to actuate this flashlight. Now, the way it works as far as functionality goes is that you have momentary on-off. If you just hold the button down, you have momentary, and if you just give it a quick tap, it's constant on, and then another quick tap to turn it off. And if you press both sides at once, that's when you get the strobe light. And lastly, is the Valkyrie rugged? Does it stand up to recoil? Does it stand up to abuse? Does it stand up to water intrusion or impact? Well, let's find that out now. And it is unloaded, of course. No mag. There's no hold open for AMD. So go ahead and put the OLIGHT on there. You can see that it actually works really well with the sight, or with the forward grip there. Pretty nice. So, and I added that rail earlier. All right, 20 rounds here, which is actually the correct size of mag for the AMD. No problem whatsoever. And one last test for the OLIGHT Valkyrie 4570. Just in case you're attacked by a water buffalo in your house, you want to make sure that the light, that's really awkward, the light can handle it. Alright. It's still on. Well, the OLIGHT Valkyrie took a licking and keeps on ticking. Definitely. Alright, let's go back to the bunker. Well, the OLIGHT Valkyrie had no problem with recoil, which I suspected it wouldn't. And now we're going to test its ability to resist water intrusion, and at the same time kill 2 birds with 1 stone here by putting a farm fresh new battery in it. And we're going to test its hour-long runtime capabilities. The OLIGHT Valkyrie has now been in its bucket of water, about a day and a half, 2 days now. After you approach an hour of constant use, the actual brightness does dim quite a bit, and it continued to dim throughout the night. So I would agree with them that it's only good for the first hour of use for a normal battery. So, wait, what the? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Look at that. It's still got a little bit, it's hurting. There's hardly any, you can tell, it doesn't show up on the wall at all. It's a little firefly light at this point. Okay folks, I got the fluke out, and first of all, we're going to test a fresh battery from Streamlight from my group of batteries here. test a fresh one here so you can see exactly what we should be looking at. Positive, negative, there we go. And it's a 3-volt battery, 2.985. That's close enough for government work. The OLIGHT battery that actually comes with your light, let's check that out just out of curiosity. I've used it a little bit, but not much. Oh, a shade over 3 volts, very nice. Now, let's go ahead and take this thing out, and we will see. First of all, see if any kind of water got in there. No, it's dry as a bone inside, looks like. See if it's still, yep, dry as a bone inside. No problem whatsoever with water intrusion. So that is good, that's golden. Now, let's check out this old battery here. And we're down to 1.8 volts. Wow, that sucker drained it down and it's still going. I cannot believe that it is still powering this LED. I think 1.8, I think a lot of these LEDs do have a cutoff in voltage at some point. I just can't remember what it is. Now, what I actually want to do today was test how long a rechargeable CR123A battery will last. You can see, let me see if I can focus in on that. Come on, Canon. It's actually the OLIGHT brand RCR123A battery. So we're going to go ahead and stick that in there. One of the complaints I have is that the threads are pretty coarse on that. The threads are pretty coarse, so sometimes it takes a little bit of finagling to actually get the lens cap to screw on without cross-threading. There we go, that's got it. There we go. Go ahead and time that out. Just shy of half an hour of use out of that sucker. And it went out all at once versus the slow, steady decline that the traditional non-rechargeable batteries did. So let's go ahead and check out that battery here. Let's see what the Fluke says about it. it's got more charge in it than ever. That makes no sense whatsoever. And it's back on again. Oh, it turned off for heat. Oh, I bet that's what it was. I'm going to look up the instructions. I bet it turned off for heat, which would not have happened in the water. You can see that water in there at the very bottom. So it is letting water in. It really doesn't seem watertight anymore. Well, as normal on deucing guns, I have actually taken a product and tested it beyond its normal capabilities. In this case, I put a battery in it that it really was never designed to use and overheated it to the point where the waterproof features of the OLIGHT Valkyrie PL-1 II was designed for. So it's not as waterproof as it used to be, as displayed in this video here. It's still probably waterproof enough for normal use in rain and sleet, snow, all that good stuff that the mail is still delivered in. And it should be fine there. Just, you know, if you overheat it, don't expect to use it as a diving tool. So other than that, though, it initially came to me as a very waterproof flashlight. Still works just fine. It is not, having water inside it did not damage it. The inside still looks good. It's all aluminum and brass inside, so there's nothing really to harm as long as you exercise those parts to the point where they don't corrode, which not going to happen. I mean, it's fine. It's all the buttons worked, side button, back, side. Let's see, disco mode still working. So it works perfectly fine once it dries out. So at the end of the day, this flashlight pretty much took everything to throw at it except for being overheated, and then after that, being expected to be ultimately waterproof. But other than that particular situation, it has been rock solid. So it's definitely worth your time and effort to take a look at it, and I've left a link in the description below the video to take a look at these for yourself or anything else that OLIGHT makes. Well guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and go over and subscribe because a lot more is on the way. And if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, go ahead and leave that in the comment box below the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya.